Hello, this is God, the God of conspiracy theories. Bow down, mortals, to the power of God. And that's just a little opening number I do, okay? It won't happen again. This is the God of conspiracy theories. Poor Perry Logan, he now knows how the conspiracy guys feel. It is none other than Perry Logan who notices that the world envisioned by conspiracy guys. The guys of whom I am the God man, Sorry to keep eating myself there. This is the God of conspiracy theories coming to you on November 29th, 2012. We're all having a lot of fun because there's just a great big charade going on. A charade? No, more like kabuki. It's a big kabuki thing. Kabuki theater indeed, my friends. There's a whole thing going on about a fiscal cliff. It's November 29th, 2012, and America teeters on the verge of a fiscal cliff. But smart lefties like Perry Logan know the fiscal cliff is a total charade. The fiscal cliff is not even a curb. The fiscal cliff is a figment of the imagination propagated on the American people by oodles of propaganda. Yes, well, all this propaganda, you see, is just exactly what, let's face it, conspiracy guys are always chattering about. Well, that's why Perry Logan feels weird. That's why Perry Logan is praying to me. Check it out. Perry Logan is praying to me, God, the God of conspiracy theories. Because Perry knows, among other things, how the conspiracy folks have felt for many years, decades even. The big problem with any conspiracy theory is that you have to explain why your version of reality is the real one and why the whole world is wrong. Here's Perry to explain more. But first, a quick proof that the conspiracy guys are all wrong. Could you dig that? As you might expect, I'm denying all charges that I'm a conspiracy guy, simply because I don't think like a conspiracy guy, although I feel like one. Imported this show, I feel a little like a conspiracy guy in the sense of, wake up! Conspiracy guys are always saying, wake up! Wake up, don't you see? The whole fiscal cliff thing is a total delusion. It's a great example of the shock doctrine. What's going on with the fiscal cliff is the shock doctrine. I, Perry Logan, know this. Many smart lefties know this, but most people don't know it. And this makes me and us feel a little like conspiracy guys. That's what we're saying. Here's a quick proof. It's kind of a logical proof that the conspiracy guys are all wrong. It's based on my study of these blokes, conspiracy guys, conspiracy theorists. I name no names. This is Alex Jones. The government did it. The government did it. Whom could he possibly mean? Conspiracy theorists all have their own theory. That's a quick proof that they must be wrong. I want you to think about it. Just think about it. This is my own observation of the 9/11 conspiracy, folks. The most prominent conspiracy theorists of our day are the 9/11 truthers. I guess they're still around. Yeah, they're still around, but everyone has his own version of it. Every 9/11 truther, to focus in, every 9/11 truther has his or her own version of what happened on 9/11. I would say just offhand, they can't all be right. At most, one of them is right, so chances are excellent they're all wrong. Thank you. Thank you. God of conspiracy theories. Hi. Thank you for watching. I'm going to pray to the God of conspiracy theories here. Oh, God of conspiracy theories? Yes, Perry. Are you Gog, the God of conspiracy theories? Yes, for the sake of argument, Perry. Though I think Gog, the God of conspiracy theories, is another of Perry Logan's weird satiric inventions. Tell me about it, Gog. I just wanted to pray to you and let you know that I, Perry Logan, know how the conspiracy guys have felt. That's great, Perry. I'll pass it on to them. They'll be ecstatic to hear you finally caught up. Oh, not quite. Hey, wait a minute. It's not that the conspiracy guys were always right. They were always wrong. Hi, this is a show in which, among other things, I discuss how I feel like the conspiracy guys feel.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another intellectual and artistic adventure of the highest order. Austin's stylish Perry Logan in God. God is Perry's imaginary and satiric god of conspiracy theories. It all comes down to the fact that Perry sees some scams going on, and he's trying to get through to people, and he knows just how those crazy conspiracy guys feel. In many ways, according to Mr. Logan, reality has caught up with the conspiracy guys. What a titillating idea!
Titillating idea! Very apropos! Le bon mot!
Someone may be watching. What am I saying? It's November 29th, 2012. Someone is most certainly watching. I don't know if that makes you feel wanted or not. It's kind of scary. It makes me, Perry Logan, feel a little like a conspiracy guy because apparently a lot of people don't know we're living in a police state. Conspiratorial enough for you? Just look out that window there, okay? Just look out that window and answer me. Are you not aware that we live in a police state? Well, the smart lefties know it. I hardly have to tell you who the smart lefties are. Hey, the smart lefties begin and end with me, Perry Logan. Okay, never mind. No, actually, of course, I find out this stuff from the smart lefties, you know. And, you know, these are the people to check out. You've got to do this or you will fall off the fiscal cliff. You will fall off the fiscal cliff, not in the sense that all this obsession about deficits is inevitable, but because you are swallowing a delusion. You foolish person, you are swallowing a delusion just like this. Hi, this is God, the God of conspiracy theories. And you know, sometimes conspiracy theories are right, but for the simple reason that there are conspiracies, you know. The JFK conspiracy theory, for example, one of my favorites, has undergone quite a rebirth. It was once ridiculed. One was once roundly laughed at and ridiculed for positing that Lee Harvey Oswald wasn't the only guy. This is the classic Kennedy conspiracy theory, and I can't help but notice that it has undergone a kind of a rise in the polls, shall we say, a kind of a rebirth, if you will. Well, and now, within the age of WikiLeaks, you don't have to worry about your conspiracy theories, you know. In the age of WikiLeaks, I say, pay some attention to the infinite amounts of knowledge that are coming out on WikiLeaks. Support WikiLeaks. Help WikiLeaks defend itself against the evil United States empire. How's that? How's that for conspiratorial? The U.S. is definitely conspiring against Julian Assange. We gotta help this guy, right? But I hasten to say the 9/11 truther conspiracies are a horse of a different color. Wow. I'm sorry, I had like this delusional moment there where I thought I was God! God of conspiracy theories! Oh, I had hastened to say that while I have some sympathy with the Kennedy conspiracy theories, I don't believe any of the 9/11 ones, because I really got into the 9/11 conspiracy theories. And it is true, as I'm trying to tell you, that when push comes to shove, every single truther has a different story. And I'm pointing this out to you as possible proof it's a complete hoax. Good. This is a quick way to find out if something is crackpottery. Talk about crackpottery for just a moment. You can tell it's crackpot if every practitioner has their own version. How's that? Yeah. And I hate to pick on astrology, but you see, if astrology were real, Western astrology, if astrology were valid, you could go to 10 astrologers and get similar predictions, right? But you won't, of course. It's probably the same with psychics. I'm not saying there's no such thing as psychics, but I doubt that most professionals are the real thing. In the sense that if you go to 10 psychics and you get the same answer from 8 of them, maybe you've got something. Okay. What I'm talking about is a way of finding crackpottery, you see. Yeah. Does everyone have his own story? Well, if everyone has his own story, then that's just a little something different from an alternative version of things, isn't it? That's like a whole bunch of people each with his own alternative version of things. That's just kind of like chaos, right? Yeah. And this is the truth. You can verify it if you really want to by talking to the truthers. Why, you know, there are 9/11 truthers who don't even think 9/11 was an inside job. Yeah. Unnecessary. Well, there are the people who believe that the Bush-Cheney gang let 9/11 happen. That's part of the 9/11 truther thing. They're called LIHOP. Let it happen on purpose. That's LIHOP, a version of 9/11 truth. But you see, that is not an inside job, is it? If they let it happen, it's not an inside job. So check it out. Even the 9/11 truthers don't agree that 9/11 was an inside job. I think this proves that Perry's not a conspiracy guy. What do you think? Thank you for watching. I'm kidding around. All harmless fun, but someone may be watching us. In fact, at this late stage of the game, when the U.S. is kind of a surveillance state, what do I mean kind of? Everything is being tracked, everything. It's like Conspiracy City. I feel like a conspiracy guy, but shh. Let me see if I can block some of those bugs. It's okay, we can talk freely now. No one but you can hear me. The other people in the room, if any, are watching a completely different show. You're watching Gog, a made-up god. A satirical made-up god. Gog is the god of conspiracy theories. And you see, it's pretty well understood, if you've been paying attention, that I think mostly conspiracy theories are bad. Mostly they're wrong. But since it is indubitably true that conspiracies happen, all you do is look for a reasonable, smarter than average bunch of people who tell you things like the fiscal cliff is a curb. The fiscal cliff is nothing. It is a part of a scheme, a conspiracy, yeah, to take Social Security away and put it into the pockets of the Enron people, and front and center in this incredible conspiracy happening right before our eyes like a black and white movie. There's Obama. The guy, the left put their hopes in, the guy so many voted for, and is going to go down in history apparently of his own desire as the guy who took apart the crown jewel of liberalism in America, Social Security. He's going to begin the process. He is, as they say, the more effective evil. Please, say with me, the more effective evil. The more effective evil. Here's something spooky. Conspiratorial thinking has certain qualities. That's how you can tell a conspiracy person, in my opinion. We've gone over some of these. They tend to posit a world of deception. And here's where the world has caught up with them. We are living in a world where there is a lot of deception. Conspiracy folks live in a world where everyone is watching, and by golly, it's like they were taking notes from Alex Jones. It's like the government was taking notes from our good friend, our colleague, Alex Jones.
Thank you, Perry. The government did it.
Yes, Alex, the government did it. Another curious quirk of the conspiratorial mind is the belief that, how shall I put it? The bad guys communicate publicly by a secret code. There are clues, public clues, that any idiot should be able to see, don't you get it? But only I, the conspiracy guy, can read the secret code. It's a gift. Is it any coincidence these are mostly white guys? Okay. But this is a curious conspiracy belief, is that there are symbols and signals and, you know, giveaways. Hiding in plain sight is kind of like the conspiracy guy meme. You would just have to say it's kind of a, I'm sorry, kind of a quirk of conspiracy thinkers, that a lot of times their proof of their conspiracy is a secret coded message that they were able to decipher. I am totally not making this up. And I would have to cite my good buddy Alex Jones. All right, my colleague Alex Jones, a very conspiratorial guy. Check it out. Thinks he predicted 9/11. Alex Jones thinks he predicted 9/11. Okay, that's another thing about conspiracy folks. They do think they can predict the future, and they do a lot of predicting. Okay, never mind. But Alex says he predicted 9/11 based on watching the Chris Matthews Show, a political show on MSNBC, hosted by a very silly corporate Democrat, I would call him, named Chris Matthews. A very silly man who once said Obama made his leg tingle. Never mind. Chris had a bunch of people that Alex regarded as conspirators on his show. This is what the story is. Alex told it several times. I've heard this. Alex tells this story. Alex was watching the Chris Matthews Show, and he realized, I am totally paraphrasing the dude, he realized they were confessing that they were going to attack New York. They were predicting 9/11. They were bragging, kind of like Alex's version, they were bragging and enjoying the fact that nobody understood their secret giveaway they were doing up in the Chris Matthews Show. But they didn't count on Alex Jones, who, of all the thousands, nay, possibly millions of people in the world who saw that Chris Matthews Show, was the only one who perceived the secret code. That really is what the dude said on several occasions. And I thought it was kind of mirthful, but conspiracy people typically believe that they can read a code. Okay? This brings us to none other than my fellow lefties, even some of the smart ones. I have discovered, unearthed if you will, a big fat urban myth or conspiracy theory on the part of my fellow lefties. They all believe this. This is the weird thing. This is why I'm constantly praying to
God, the God of conspiracy theories.
You guys okay? I'm constantly praying to God because I know how it feels to be a conspiracy guy, and people will not listen. But every lefty I encounter thinks that Republicans are communicating by a secret code, kind of a hide in plain sight code. And you may be familiar with this. You are if you hang around lefties. They talk about dog whistles. Yes, they talk really straight face about dog whistles. Dog whistles are words, supposedly, okay, that conservatives and Republicans and racists use publicly. And they're dog whistles because they denote racism. That's the story. You may know this. You probably believe it. Oh, God, you believe it, but there is no proof of this. Come on. Lefties, you only believe it because you repeat it to one another. This is what I'm saying. That's what makes an urban myth or conspiracy theory, right? Well, in this scenario, it is kind of absurd, I think, is that when a Republican uses the word welfare, it's racist. It's a racist code. You can tell. Everybody knows. And I love my fellow lefties and the smart ones and the dumb ones who they all believe this. They say it all the time. They say it all the time, but there's never any proof because I'm pretty sure it's an urban myth. But like I say, this is one of those things that would make me constantly pray to the God of conspiracy theories, known to you and me as
God! The God of conspiracy theories! Bow down, Earthlings! Bow down, the wrath of God! Perry's Imaginary Institute, God of conspiracy theories, will come down on you! I'm a Magnum Both and I'm here to stay. I'm a Magnum Both, hey, 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 hey. Thank you.
Hi, this is Magnamouth, the biggest mouth in showbiz, assuring you that what the smart lefties are telling you is true and not really a conspiracy theory of the third kind. Or whatever. It's not really a conspiracy theory of the Alex Jones kind, if I may, because you can get any number of people agreeing that the fiscal cliff really is a plot. It's like a total conspiracy of rich folks and I regret to say both parties, to fool us into letting them dismantle the safety net. It's going on right now. It's making me, Magnamouth, feel, I know how the conspiracy guys do feel.
Hey, Magnamouth!
What is it, ugly little man?
Will you favor us with a dance?
I don't dance. I'm Magnamouth. I'm all mouth.